I want to give you a viewpoint. In this product that you have or this service helps people, then you have a duty and a responsibility, and that's what good businesses do. In my company, Attention Grabbing Media, we solve people's attention problem. Any business out there, if you don't have attention, you're not gonna make it. Hey, it's Manuel Suarez here, and this is the Manuel Suarez Marketing Channel. This is episode 3, and I want to talk more marketing. So how does social media advertising works? Very different than traditional marketing. They figured out how to keep people on the platform to give them an opportunity to sell advertising. They are all built on revenue produced by advertising spots. They get attention, and once they get that attention, they're able to sell that attention to brands like you and like me. And that's how they win the game of business. There's companies like Meta that over 90% of their revenue is dependent on advertising campaigns. So this is what they live on. Their value is people consuming content on their platforms. I have a book. This book, Marketing Magic, is inventory for me. I sell it in exchange for money, and people read it, and then everybody's happy because they get tools and I get money from selling the book. So my inventory is hours that I service people, human power that I do on Attention Grabbing Media. Facebook's inventory is how many users they have. They actually sell advertising based on the potential to reach humans that they have captured on their platforms. Same with TikTok. Why is advertising on TikTok and Meta more expensive than, say, advertising on platforms like Reddit or Snapchat that don't have as much attention? As simple as that. They don't have the user base that these giants have. They don't have the gigantic pool of prospects that you can target on their platforms. So I want to take a few minutes to talk to you about how the social media advertising works with a few examples to give you the understanding on why it's such a big opportunity that didn't exist for our ancestors and why you should be taking advantage of it right now and for several decades to come. I'm gonna go to the whiteboard now and show you all about it. So the first one that I want to talk to you about is the two types of advertising in these platforms. One of them is called interruptive marketing, and the other one is called search marketing. Interruptive marketing, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, somewhere around maybe 3.5 billion people are actively using these platforms. Search marketing, Google, YouTube are basically the giants when it comes to this, and by the way, they are the same company. Somewhere around 3 billion people are using these platforms. Now, when you look at Google as a search platform by itself, they have somewhere around 4 billion people. You might be asking yourself, why 4 billion and not 8 billion? Because only half of the entire world's population has access to the internet. That is still how incredible this is. This is 2024 as I'm recording this. The internet still is in evolution when it comes to getting established across the entire planet. So there's 4 billion people that use Google, and there's somewhere around 2.5 billion people that use YouTube every single day. It's an enormous amount of people. Advertising on these platforms works differently on each one of them. On these platforms right here, it's pretty much exactly the same. It's called interruptive marketing. And let me explain to you why it's interruptive. The people that you find on Facebook that start getting interested in your products, in your services, are going to always be less qualified than the people that find you on Google or on YouTube, searching for a business that can solve problems for them. Those people are already ready to purchase your product. They're looking to solve a problem. Particularly, let's say, for example, you have clogged toilet at home. Whenever somebody goes and opens up Google and says, I need a plumber, urgently, these people are right there ready to be closed, because if you're the one that showed up on the search results, it is quite likely that you are going to buy whatever they are offering as a service. These are search marketing prospects. So you can never put a prospect produced via Google or YouTube in the same category as a prospect produced on Facebook. You are doing something called interruptive marketing. You're trying to get them interested in your product or service, which they might not need right now, but it's the first point of contact. Does that mean that Google is more powerful as a marketing engine than, let's say, Facebook or TikTok? Absolutely not. Because at the same time, it's going to cost you a lot less to produce a prospect on Facebook than to produce a prospect on Google. I would like to give you a comparison. for every one Google lead, somewhere around 20 leads on Facebook. 1 to 20 ratio. I believe that out of 20 prospects on Facebook, I can produce a quality of 1 Google lead. If you understand that concept, you understand that both are important. Interruptive and search are both important. Why is it called interruptive? Because when people are over here on Facebook, they are literally trying to stay entertained. They're wasting their time. Social media is a time-consuming platform. It really is. YouTube is also a social media platform. It is considered a social media platform, but people are there learning something. They're trying to get educated. They're trying to find something to make them usually more efficient. They're trying to get inspired, educated, or entertained somehow. There's a purpose behind their activity on YouTube. On Facebook, it is just complete and utter waste of time. Generally, that's the way it is. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. When people are bored at work, they start browsing on Facebook. When people are about to go to sleep and they're winding down, they're on Instagram going through reels and just having a little laugh and a little relax/chill time. So you gotta understand that this is a different audience altogether. There might be the exact same thing, but when somebody's on Facebook, they're in a different mindset than when somebody is on YouTube. If you understand that, you will know what I'm talking about right here, that they're both important. On Facebook, you wanna do marketing so you can get recognition and so you can get that first point of contact and get prospects. On YouTube, you wanna go straight for the close and Google and offer your products and services. Of course, if you operate like that, you're gonna get opportunities here and there. For example, this is right here, an ad by this guy called Manuel Suarez. He is trying to sell his book. He's trying to promote his book so he can actually get more people interested in his company. And this one over here, I'm interrupting that, right? So this is a feed over here, and there's just a regular post talking about the Cowboys. Okay, that makes sense. And then there's like friends coming up over here, and then there's family showing up, cute pictures of the cousins. And then this is my brand, NaturalSlim, posting content, value. And then, oh, look at this, a social media platform. Reddit is offering me 46% more likely to trust brands that advertise on Reddit. Sign up today. Interesting. So they're trying to get me, a business owner, a marketer, to understand the opportunity with promoting on Reddit. If you understand this point, you will know that they're trying to generate an interest that maybe before this moment did not exist. And I want to click on this one and be like, oh, interesting. If I go for this ad, I'm gonna get a $500 credit. Okay, great. I'm gonna click on get offer and it's gonna open up a new page, and then I'm gonna go through the process of figuring this whole thing out of how to sign up for Reddit ads and how to get started. So it interrupted my browsing. It presented an opportunity. It gave me an idea to market on a new platform. And it's telling me, hey, you are missing out. Remember this saying, you don't know what you don't know. So if you didn't know that Reddit was an opportunity and that it has hundreds of millions of people using it, you would not know that you can earn more business using the platform. When you're on YouTube, you are searching for things. For example, if I'm over here and I search for metabolism, this is the word that I search for in Spanish. Our company, our content machine dominates the search results. People are finding me every single day by searching for the word metabolism. And if you look at it here, this is my father over here. There's some sponsored ads, my father again. There's a sponsored ad over here by Shopify, and then another one of my father. You can't dominate more than what we dominate the word metabolismo for our Latin American communities for my NaturalSlim brand. This is something that we did because we planted our flags very early in the YouTube platform. So now when people search for subjects like metabolism, it's gonna be very difficult for them to not discover us. So it is a discovery platform, but not only that, whenever you click on any of these ads, if I click on this thing, it usually is going to introduce an ad. This is discovery right here, but it's discovery, not interruptive, via search. Why is that so important to know? Because I can target people with something called Google AdWords, which is the YouTube advertising platform that also allows you to advertise on Google. But I can actually put my advertising campaigns in front of people that are searching for things like metabolism, weight loss, energy, health, and so on. And because I'm putting myself in front of them searching for that, it is a much higher qualified audience. It's very, very specific. These are search and discovery platforms, contrary to the platforms that we are consistently using like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, these are billions of people that if you want to get them, you got to interrupt them. You can advertise on one single platform. These two, one single platform is called Meta, and you can advertise on these two platforms. TikTok has its own administration platform for advertising. Snapchat has its own. Twitter has its own. LinkedIn had its own. They're all different, but they're all trying to interrupt the activity of somebody consuming the social media content, and you're trying to bring attention. When we're talking about social media, you can go directly to these people and say, here's what I have to offer for you. These are my products and services that are gonna solve the problems that you're searching for right now. Here's a plumbing service. I can unclog your toilet in 24 hours or less, guaranteed. When you're doing social media advertising on these platforms that are interruptive type marketing platforms, you wanna say, hey, let me give you some value. Let me educate you and inspire you, and let me entertain you. Let me show you why you should be looking at me and paying attention to me. And when you do this long enough, something happens. It develops a digital footprint. And what you do with that footprint is that you can retarget people. I'm gonna talk about that in future episodes. You can retarget people that are consuming your content and now introduce them to your problem-solving products and services. And when you do that, you will eventually generate Google-type qualified prospects. But this is how it works. Advertising on these platforms is still very affordable. It will continue to be so for a long time. There's still an enormous amount of companies out there that are spending an enormous amount of money on advertising that does not produce any results, which means for you, opportunity. And that's what it's all about. So I hope that you enjoyed this particular episode on Manuel Suarez Marketing. Hit subscribe. If you like this content, please let me know your thoughts. If you'd like to hear other content or other things that you would like to get my help with, please leave it in the comments below. Let's stay connected. Let's keep on going. See you in the next one.